What's up, everyone? It's Michael Fight, and welcome back to the show. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about that topic that everybody's probably sick of, but everybody's still playing, Pokemon Go. That's right, the huge phenomenon that is literally sweeping the globe. Even people that are unable to play it are still writing articles and talking about it on social media. It is a phenomenon. Now, there hasn't been such a big phenomenon like this since Pokemon launched the first time around in Pokemon cards in the 90s. Pretty insane, right? So this is kind of a cool thing for Nintendo and Niantic Labs, who is the company spun off from Google, by the way. Niantic Labs is a company that was designed by Google, and it's like a subsidiary of the Alphabet Corporation. So this is an augmented reality game where people can, in real life, walk around to monuments and landmarks around their town, any town really, and catch Pokemon. It's really, really cool. It's a really fun game. It's a free game. If you had any sort of waning interest in Pokemon at all, I definitely recommend doing it. But let's talk a little bit about it. So one of the big things recently, there was a controversy that the app was saying that it was giving full access to your Gmail account if you were logging in via Gmail, which through a third-party investigation turned out to not be true. It's actually just a bug in the system where it says that, but the token research realized that it is in fact not accessing anything other than basic stuff, just like any other app would do. That being said, please exercise good internet security, especially on devices that are not as secure, and use, in my opinion, use a Gmail account specifically for gaming and in-app purchases. That's just my opinion. I think it'd be a really good idea. That way there's no personal information tied to it. It's not digging into your personal emails, which most, I would say like 99% of apps don't do that anyways, but better safe than sorry, just anyways. But recently an article was posted showing that was actually not the case and that there is a bug about that and they will be fixing it, but it is in fact not looking at your Gmail data. Now, the big thing about this that I want to talk about is that since the launch of Pokemon Go, Nintendo's stock went up almost 10%. Now, this is a huge deal. Nintendo hasn't seen this much of a spike since 1983, which was the launch of the original NES system, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Crazy, right? Since the original Nintendo. That was almost 30 years ago, guys. That was over 30 years ago. This is pretty insane. This was 33 years ago. So that being said, obviously Pokemon Go is a really big release, and one thing it's saying is that it added $7.5 billion with a B billion dollars to its market value, which freaking crazy. Anyways, so right now, the app itself is generating tons of revenue through in-app purchases, and it's cheap. Some is up to $100, and it has all the same steps as most app purchases. But it made almost $5 million in in-app purchases on day one, which is pretty crazy. They're saying that it's going to turn in a value of almost $200 million throughout the entire year, which is more money than Nintendo sees for a lot of its own IPs that have launched this year. Now, that being said, I think Pokemon Go is an amazing marketing strategy for Nintendo, because I guarantee as the result, Pokemon cards have seen a splurge in purchases. I would almost guarantee that people are buying more Pokemon cards as the result of this game. And moving forward to later this year with Pokemon Sun and Moon releasing, I would say that you're going to see a spike in 3DS sales and Pokemon Sun and Moon, specifically because of Pokemon Go. Now, the big thing is, like, how long is this going to last? It's only the original 151. It's one of those games where it's like, well, it's kind of the same thing over and over. Catch Pokemon, train them, do this. But I think you're going to see, obviously you're going to see a huge dip in active users, which, by the way, Pokemon Go has more active users on Android than Tinder does. Insane. So I would say obviously you're going to see a dip, but I don't think this is going to be one of those apps that's going to dip completely off the radar like Miitomo, which was a really big failure, I think, on Nintendo's part, because there was no benefit to Miitomo. Although, as many people have said, the strategy for anything winning for Nintendo is either throw Zelda or Pokemon in it and you win, which I agree with. But that being said, guys, let me know what's your team. Right now I'm rocking Team Valor, and I will fight all of you. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you later.